Well, hello everyone and welcome to this episode of Kenny's Cuts. Today we have the Skowhegan High School coming in to do a tour while we cut up some moose. That's what we got to do is moose. Our cooler is completely full. So we got to cut some of these moose up, get some room in there so we can bring in some more moose. So we're getting set up right now, getting coffee going, and then eventually when the school gets here, we'll get some footage and I'll make a video. So we'll see you guys when they get here. That's Randy.
I had to creep up behind you real quick while you were recording. Always complains that I talk.
Cows are outside.
Whoa, let's do it. All right, folks, we've got almost one complete moose done this morning. And by the way, this is Patty.
Hi.
You guys all know Kenny.
Hi.
We got almost one box of meat done. We're waiting on the school to show up. We got ourselves some munchkins.
The kids' donuts.
Yeah, kids got some Dunkin' Donuts. That's how when they get here and they're still not being too active and they're kind of getting bored and we want them to get asking questions, we offer them donuts, and then they eat donuts, and after that they're always happy as can be, start asking all kinds of questions. It's pretty cool. But anyways, once they get here, I'm gonna record all that. We got all kinds of moose to do, so yeah, just wanted to give you an update, and we'll see you here shortly, and then you can enjoy the video. They're here. Enjoy the video.
Guys again. So I don't remember everybody. I see a lot of people everywhere. So this is Kenny's Cuts. You can see the guys are hard at work. This is Patty. She's new here. She started yesterday. Aaron's our head meat cutter. Nick's our assistant meat cutter. Randy's our meat cutter. Right now we're working on our first meat, second meat. We're almost all done already. Started at 7. Most of it was prime, so that helps out. We don't have to have a lot of steaks out of it. Chop and grind it. So yeah, if you guys want to come over this way, you can see basically they're just chopping stuff up for now.
Yeah, this one's all grinds.
Yeah, I think Aaron's, we've got a
back strap.
So Aaron will be cutting steaks out of the back strap. They didn't want some steaks out of it. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and ask. They'll answer anything about. Come on over, take a look. Oh, you want to pick it up? So who's been hunting already? Nobody crossbows? 2 of you. Any luck?
We've been duck hunting.
Oh, duck hunting. Yeah. Any ducks?
Yeah, we got one the other day and one goose the other day.
Nice. So you got to get up early for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of why I never got into duck hunting.
Yeah.
Get up early, and then you got to put the boat out or go to your blind. It's a lot easier to take the four-wheeler to the blind and go sit.
Yeah.
For deer, you know. Everybody here hunt?
Yeah, the moose don't seem to be, there's not a lot of,
Yeah, this week, you've been so busy, we got 9 in already. We took 30 reservations instead of 20 because our average return is 50% on reservations.
So this right here ain't a full back strap. This is just a piece of it because we have to do it in sections, so we quarter them all up. So this is off the carcass end of it, you know, off the back, the actual back. And they want 1/2 inch, so.
You got about the same size as this one.
no, I got balls. And they're real, they're not all, they're not a big hunting class. We've got the shooting range on that. Big, you know, Yesterday. So they shot 22 pistols, 22 rifles. and
Any of you been moose hunting?
A lot of them.
Yes?
But I really like the front.
Yeah, that's fine. I really like it too. I was waiting
Have
for
any of you
customer
eaten
last
moose?
Yeah.
Yeah?
night, and, I'll show you here.
Yeah. I got it done.
She was at 20 yards. I sit over here in my blind at 20 yards to where she is. I was at her.
You guys got here right at the end of it, almost. So in a second, I'll go in the cooler. You guys can all look in there, and I'll get out the last piece of this moose.
I'd like to save one for regular season, but I only got half a day of Thanksgiving and the day after. But with my seat that I got now, pretty much I've been watching deer. Wow. And then I found out my crossbow was off. Well, throughout the winter, in nylon face, just fucking so off. When I saw it, the first one, after the first one, 70 yards. To me, that's not a long shot. Well, it hit the seam of the blind and sent the bolt right off sideways. So I knew that was wrong. Then I had one at 20 yards. Didn't hear the sound. What's going on? So she walked around, meandered around. I
All right,
didn't see the blood or anything.
some of you go this way, you can go that way.
I completely missed it. So, looking back and I was.
You guys all want to take a look in here? You can.
We have another tub underneath.
Yeah.
Swap that out. You can just put that down underneath until the clears out over there.
I want a bear for meat, but I also want to get some fat render.
Yeah, I got three guys.
She only had one day before moose.
Huh?
So I kind of feel bad she only had one day before moose.
Yeah.
No, longer.
Moose is
But that was able to get her trained up.
moose is like 8 times 500.
Yeah.
We might do 2 bags, maybe 3 bags. Oh, how about 6 bags?
Boxes.
One of my former students has the Maine Woods girl. I really like the fact that she puts it in the front pot and she renders it down.
Our goal is to do 2 moose a day. Takes quite a while to do a moose. This first one didn't take as long because of the fact that it was mostly grinds. So that helped us a little bit. We are trying to get some room inside that cooler so that Kenny can bring in more moose. Because we have, what, 29 reservations?
Yeah, 29. We usually have 20, but we decided to go up a little because we only get about 50% of our reservations. And we're a little pressed for time and space, so we're trying to get everything done ASAP. We don't like to refuse anybody, but you know, if we're full, we're full. If they want to wait or find somebody else, that's their choice. Maybe.
And usually I do a hind quarter. This is a front shoulder, so I'll show you how I take it apart. You got your blade, and you got your clawed, and there's another little teardrop muscle there.
And this is the monster.
Yeah, there.
You guys excited to graduate? I bet.
There's a bone right here.
You guys can come a little closer if you want to see how we shine. Just give me room to work, that's all.
What you try to do is we got these big knives like this, and they're bendable. So I try to bend it and keep it right along the scalpula because they want to keep the scalpulas on this one so they can use it to call a moose. The other one was totally destroyed. They shot right through it, so I just threw it away. Tough luck for them, I guess. But this one they will get. I'll clean it up really well for them. Try to, anyways.
Quick question. Anybody know what the scapulas are used for? You know what the scapula is?
That's why I asked.
This is a scapula here.
I
That
just
front
moved
shoulder
over
bone is
because-
flat with a ridge in the middle. guides and rookies, well, I use them to rub on bushes, imitate moose antlers.
You guys all failed because I just told you.
They work.
Yeah, it's made.
I've watched a lot of videos where they call them in with them.
Yeah.
We killed mine with it.
Some people use canoe paddles. They do the same thing. And then if you get the moose coming in, if you have two of them, you can hold them up like this, and just kind of move them around, and it imitates the horns. And you will watch the other bull start doing the same thing. And I don't know what they call that low grunt. There's a name for it. They do a
Christmas.
click and a low as they're walking, and the horns are going like this. It's pretty cool.
Especially when they come at you, when they get to 30 yards staring straight at you.
Yeah, with their big eyes.
Yeah.
The ones that are mad. You can tell when they're mad because you can see all the white of their eyes.
Pretty much they're committed at that point.
Yeah.
If they wanted front shoulder steaks, this is the blade. You can make steak out of that if you wanted it. Or with a moose, it's so big that sometimes people use it as a roast.
Yeah.
Take my big knife.
We talked about the deer. Deer front shoulder, in my mind, is something.
Going in.
Oh,
Yeah. Got it right
tell
on
the
the
man
elbow.
around, just get rid of it.
Right. Yeah, it's very good.
I had a lot of practice to slide under my finger. I have. Trust me.
Yeah, I did in the early days. Then I learned my lesson real quick. Don't do that again. Sure.
So, usually take the claw out, you just start up by this knuckle. Go straight down, turn your knife, follow the bone, over that joint, and all the way to the end.
One claw.
This claw can be turned into, I mean, some people sometimes they want just one roast out of it, which is a big roast, but you can usually probably get about 3 out of it. So, I'll actually do that real quick for you, just so you can see that.
Those also are your London broil steaks that you see in the supermarket. They're labeled London broils.
So what I would do is just sort of even it up a little bit.
like there's some of those big roofs that you have done for beef. And I gave the guy up at Winslow Cabins, the outfit, he does the
And
sauce.
see, I take all of these pieces I'm cutting off, I throw it over to these guys, and they turn it into a burger. And then if I get done, sometimes I'll help them or I'll just move on to the next animal.
Oh,
Yeah, we got a good system here.
Yeah, all those trays over there see the different colors. That's so that like Patty over here will know that that's two different animals. If I move on from the yellow, I'll put it on the white so that they don't get it mixed up. It's pretty good system we've got. Over the years, we've just kept making it better and better and better.
cutting that silver skin, cutting that silver skin off.
Yep.
It's chewy.
Sometimes on thinner pieces, like a little bit thinner than this, you could leave that because the minute it hits the pan, it's gone. You know, the heat takes it right away.
Anybody got any questions? Good, because we don't have any answers.
So you can clean it up like that. This side's usually the bad side. For me, some people will leave this floppy piece right here on it and just clean it up. I don't like to because I feel like I can make better roasts or steaks if I take that point off.
Sticking to my gut.
I haven't watched you in a while.
And with the whole theme of custom meat cutting, we
That's
kind of
how
do it
funny.
to my, because I'm over here cutting it, I kind of do it the way I do it. Every butcher shop will do it in kind of their own fashion. But we also, you know, do it the way everybody wants it to be done. get pretty much to there. And then if you want it to be roast, take a big knife and you just cut it. That's pretty nice roast. And then if you want it to be steak, you just this one's nice, so I can do that. Now, that right there, you wouldn't want to put into your grinds because, I mean, some people would. I don't, because you're going to be chewing through a burger or something. They make spaghetti or something like that, you get a piece of grit, you're like, no thank you. Alright, so I'll go back over here and finish cleaning this up. See how I bent my knife right along that. These are Victoronics. I think that's how they're called. But they're super great knives. You can get them up to, what's the name of the store up there? Oh, it's all the stuff. It's up in Bangor.
No. Yeah, that's where we get seasoning.
Kenny, what's the name of the store where you get the knives?
Iron Flag.
Yeah.
Flag. And they're up in you know where the Mount Hope Cemetery is in Bangor? Right after the animal shelter. And you keep going down there and you get to that intersection, you take a left, and that store's right there, and you can get all the knives like this. You get the big knives, little knives.
The sticks.
Yeah, the sharpening sticks.
Well, when they chopped the corn, they probably left. He was probably
It's gonna be a fun piece to run.
They have other different size knives too, like that size over there, which that one don't get used very often because I just don't use it.
Darren, what's the name on this one?
Oh, it's she got the slip over there.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Perry, I know that.
One of the tags is over there too.
This is box 2, right? Randy?
Yes.
What I'm trying to do is get to the
Yeah, because the first one was all bacon burger.
knuckle.
deer in that.
Yeah, there's 2 deer in. We're up to 60.
Okay.
I'll just review them last week.
Yeah.
My buddy's hanging this on mine. Like to me.
Yeah, because I went Jen, eh?
Forrest Gump.
There's a knuckle right there.
Most lovely lady ever.
Get your knife in there.
They told me to run.
Crocodile shot on.
Come on. There it is. So this is the scalp you
So
want.
your knife gets
It's basically the
this
shoulder
until
blade.
last minute.
And they'll take, they'll go on the trees, and it sounds like the antlers of a moose, you know, scratching the trees and stuff. Goes in. The one bull will get jealous of the other one or whatnot. And like, oh, I gotta go check out what's going on over there, you know.
Or you can scare one off.
Yeah.
Because it might be smaller and might come in and be like, no, I'm not gonna do that.
It's the same with like trying to rack deer. I've never got to go either. I'm always here.
Yeah.
I did get to go this year and shoot a bear, so that was fun up to Caddiel. I tell you, if you haven't, you've never shot a bear or ever gone bear hunting, if you go out and do bait, it's so much fun. Like you're sitting there, I was just sitting there, it was totally quiet, and the guys had told me that the bear would come out silent, you won't even hear them, and then they're there. And I'm sitting there and I'm hearing noises all around, and I'm like, I started coughing, and I was like, yeah, I probably just messed up everything. And I'm sitting there, all of a sudden I see this black shadow behind the trees, and this bear walks right out, and there was not one noise. Picked up my gun, it's like, oh, okay, this is really happening now. So pick up my gun, start to move, and he looks right directly at me. He knew I was there. Didn't care though, because he wanted what was in that bucket. So as soon as he put his head down, I moved my gun the rest of the way. He looked right at me again, and then as soon as he put his head down, I shot him, and I hit him right through his lungs, right through, and he ran off, and he probably made it from probably here to the end of Kenny's driveway. But it was the most amazing thing I've done in a long time. I was so happy. And then we thought Kenny might have got one because the radio kept going.
Yeah, that's because I was scared of the dark. I'm like, guys, I don't know if this is a bear, I can't see. And they couldn't hear me anyway.
But yeah, so it was a super great time.
Yeah, I ride snowmobiles up in Caddo.
Yeah.
We ride from Harper's Point on
Awesome. We go snowmobiling everywhere.
A lot of ice fishing too.
Yeah, mostly because we're all ice fishing in different places. But if you really want to get a bear, save your money, and go on a guided hunt. It's the easiest and quickest way to get one.
My dad used to guide bear hunts.
Oh, nice.
Back in the day. We had about 16 bear sites out to Moscow, the radar site.
Yeah.
Pretty good at it.
That's awesome. All right, well, that's good enough of that.
So what's the best way to get all the meat off that?
Scalpel it, boil it probably, or I just saw a way where people are doing with moose heads. They're taking a wrapping like trash bag around it, and then they took the people I watched, they took like a propane cylinder and they put a little water and they put a hose on it, and they set it on the fire and ran a hose into the bag and steamed it, and all the meat just comes out.
being the one to sit underneath
I'm actually trying to do my bear head at home on my own to bleach it or whatever. And right now I have my bear head outside rotting just to try it that way, and I had another bear head I got here. And that one I boiled and threw it in with my mom's chickens. So if you got chickens, you throw it in there and they'll eat it right down to a bone. It's pretty quick. I did it because I do YouTube and I wanted to post me throwing a bear head in the chickens. Because, you know, people go, oh my God! So, it's funny.
I would rather shoot small.
I reached for this piece, right? You pick up this piece.
Yeah, if you guys got any other questions or anything, more than willing to answer them for you.
You should do it. Get better at it.
So with a, there's a lot of other uses, like with the bones. You guys ever heard of bone broth? Yeah. I mean, you can take the bones, you can make bone broth out of this piece. Sometimes I'll bring home a few extra bones, and my mom will make bone broth for us and stuff like that. Super good. And with a bear, there's a lot of uses for a bear. The bear fat, you can render it down, and then you can use it for leather. You can use it, you can cook with it. You can use it to waterproof your boots. You know, all kinds of different things. My bear, I use every single part of it I could, all the way down to bear fat. We made bear bone broth. Trying to do the skull. I had my mount mounted. The bear, when I shot the bear, he was just looking at me. and he looked like I could walk down there and pet him, to be honest with you. But I had him standing and then looking to the side with his mouth open like he was mad, you know what I mean? Just because it was my first bear, I was like, oh, I want to make it look cool, you know? It was awesome. But there's definitely a lot of different uses.
You did YouTube video on that?
On my bear hunt I did, yep. Yep. You gave me guys one of my stickers, didn't you? Yeah, that's my YouTube channel. And I put all the bear, the moose, the deer, everything that's come in. I try to get all of them. I try to make videos. I have people all the time like, can you put my bear or my deer in the video? But I'm like, I get so busy, I get to their name, I forget. We had a 450-pound bear that came in, the 14-year-old kid. When they were here, I was like, yeah, when we get to your bear, I'll do a video. And then we got super busy, and the bear came right through, and I just didn't even think of it. And then Paul was like, did you end up make that video? And I felt bad. I was like, no, I forgot, I'm sorry. You know, but it happens. But you never know. If you shoot one and you bring it here, you chances are you could be in the video. I also do ice fishing and treasure hunting. I'm a metal detectorist too, so I found stuff all over the state doing that. I just found a $10,000 sign, porcelain sign in the South River. I didn't get that for it, but that's what it could have been worth to the right person. But I just sold it pretty cheap back too. It was free to me, so I was like, yeah, no, I don't need it. It was as big as that table, so like there's no way I had no place to put it or anything like that. So. But like I said, this is all gonna just be grinds. They don't want nothing except for the back straps and the inners, which I already did.
Yeah, I noticed the other day when I was watching the earth, bear and doe and mama.
Take it all.
I don't know what Kenny's plan is, but he has to know it's over there for you guys.
What's up?
I said, I don't know what Kenny's plan is, but he's got donuts over there for you guys.
Oh yeah, I was just waiting till you're all done. So you guys,
I've just been blabbing.
donuts are over there, help yourself.
Don't feel shy.
Don't be the last one because you won't get to choose what you want.
Once one person starts, it starts a chain reaction.
Yeah, the kid in that sweatshirt was fucking big. He only came here for it.
And the dog's name's Coco, if you don't remember, she's pregnant.
So those are some of the same kids?
Yes, sir.
So those are some of the same kids?
All right, well, they're going to have some donuts. We shall return.
All these kids.
This is the worst joint. It's just tendon, but for some reason it just...
Don't like to cut. I forgot about mine again.
If I was going to make this into steaks, this is how I would do it. First I'd cut, well maybe if my knife was sharp.
So from deer comes in, from skin to butcher, how long?
Beginning of the season, maybe a few days. Towards the end of the season, when that cooler's full, it could be a couple weeks.
No, let's say the deer comes out of the freezer and you put it on the table to be completely cooked.
Oh,
45 minutes. A moose, I'd say 4 hours. Depending if it's steaks. Like this one's not going to take that long because it was grinds.
Yeah, about 2 hours and 45 minutes on it right now. It's almost done. We just gotta grind the rest of it.
It also depends on the size of the moose. You know. Our moose Most of the moose here in Maine aren't like Alaskan moose. You know, they're double the size of a moose here. You know.
On bear, we go by weight. On deer, we go by weight. We also first opened up, you noticed that a little deer had like these yellow spines to it. It was nasty, it would make the table yellow. And I heard about vinegar spray. And I tried that. It's been working great. We do stress it. Clean your animal good before it gets here, you know what you're doing. If not, leave it intact while you're butcher. And I'll do that patiently for a year. And then start your regular bear. It's not bear. People don't know about the gallbladder. That's profitable for butchers and other things because Chinese people use it as a Superman medicine. Especially if they're young person, old person, they're young enough to try it. I don't know for sure. Yeah, I'm not going to try it. But yeah, so I'm going to take as many bears in intact as I can. Because that way, I noticed the bear that I did, that I punched here this year, come out a lot cleaner than the ones that other bears. Like right here, dropping it right in the pocket. I got holes right handy, cool. It gets pulled off. And that makes it cleaner. You guys got any questions?
Yeah, so do you have to take like a class or anything, or just get a certificate for that?
Yeah, this certificate here is called a High Dealer's License Special for a butcher. Regular high dealer is the guy who does the trapping, he does beaver, fisher, hawk, all that. It's the same license that mine's cheaper because I don't sell the hides. I'm allowed to sell gallbladders off the bear, and that's it. But it gives me the right to keep everybody's deer in here that's tagged. If I didn't have that license, they could fine me for a deer. I'm not sure what the fine is, but that's what it's and it's $12. So you can go down and get one yourself, and just tell them you're opening up a shop, and pay for it, and you got your license. No special class. I have been debating on finding a deer farm that I can get a couple of deer off them and doing a class, straight from the punching all the way to the Kim's property. But at this point in time, I haven't really looked into it much. I've been busy in the off season. My wife works at Christian school. I've actually been teaching, believe it or not. Surprisingly, and it was pre-K, luckily. I was smart enough for that. So yeah, so anybody can get to the high dealer's license. You really got to know your constantly to get repeat business and do quality stuff. And as soon as you get your quality down, you speed it up so we can keep your business going. But quality is the key here. My motto's always been, if we don't want to eat it, you're not going to eat it either. We're going to throw it out. And when your steaks come out of the package, you can put it right in the can without cutting nothing off. And maybe once in a while you might find a hair. Maybe. I highly doubt it. We're pretty good at, getting rid of the hair. Any other questions?
The other thing too is like the good quality of meat, right? It's not, you know where it comes from. I was talking to somebody the other day, this Craig Gary that I had on the shooting range, his wife's got this onset dementia, Lyme dementia, Alzheimer's. She's young, not that much older than I am. And it's like, she's got like 3 or 4 of those Lyme-related diseases. She's got the one that she can't even eat. Prostate. She eats prostate. She gets sick as a dog. Wild game. Real meat. It's really interesting. It's something that our foods that we're eating.
Yeah, and they say there's nothing in the food. Don't believe them. There's always something in the food. I'm just checking. I thought you had something
I was
to say.
listening. I was waiting for them. We got a few little pieces left. They'll bring out another one.
Okay. I'm going to help Patty when we're all done here.
I highly recommend them. You know, you can take pictures and stuff like that. Yeah. He gets so busy. Like towards the end of the season, and he's like, "No, I'm not taking it." I think I was the last one in. One of the last ones in. But otherwise, growing up, doing it on the kitchen table, doing it in a bar on the kitchen table. It's just not. It's just, I love that. All the other things not true. That's not true. Pay that price and get the quality. And the vacuum sealing, he doesn't like it that much because I don't want crazy.
It's here.
It doesn't make any difference.
I've gotten past it now.
Yeah, he's over it now because he's been so many years, but I didn't.
I got to answer to my wife, so.
Yeah, it makes sense. You guys want to see what a moose heart looks like cut up? That's what it looks like out this package and sealed. They wanted to take it with them, I forgot. So I had to cut it up and package it.
And they left in a hurry for some reason. Probably a long night. Ready to go home and shower.
Aaron, that was the other one I was remembering.
Oh, yeah, and then doing, so like learning, over there on how we do high school. Came over here on weekends and then it turned into.
This is going down there.
Every other day. So those are, you know, you could go, if those people are going to college, those people are going to see a seasonal job. A seasonal job of being rafting.
Moose.
There's no rafting. Those people are waiting to go to Sugarloaf or some river and get snow and skiing stuff. It's a block of time.
Then you feel like
You
you're
sit here
done,
and
should be done with that animal already. And it's like,
people, but I personally need to come over here and hang out for hours just to see that process. And I've done it, but I'd really like to see it. When I break down a hind quarter in the deer, sometimes I get the right lines, but sometimes I look at it and screw. I want to screw.
When you've done a lot, you can almost just do it without looking. Almost.
all right, folks. Well, that was the school tour. We pretty much, they just come in every year and we just show them a little bit of what we do and show them the other side of after you shoot your moose or your deer or whatever. Penny talked to them over here about our price sheets. If you want to look at all that, pause the video and take your time and look at it. But yeah, it was a pretty fun little thing what we do. We enjoy them coming in, and if any of you guys watch the video, we appreciate you, and we appreciate all the subscribers and everybody that does everything, and we'll see you next time. Keep on naturing. Peace.
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 Peace.